29 games down, one big one to go. The final game of the 2024 Athletes Unlimited Championship season. We will crown a champion today. Immortality awaits. We've got Team Corrick taking on Team Loren's here from Parkway Bank Sports Complex in Rosemont, Illinois, just west of Chicago proper. We've already played one game today. Team Kilfoyle down a bit early. They had a 4-run fifth inning spearheaded by TV Tori Vidalis' homer. That was backed up by the wonderful complete game pitching performance by their rookie captain. What's new? Lexi Kilfoyle, her 5th complete game of her rookie campaign. She was sensational. So you add all those numbers together, we put it on the leaderboard. We know it's going to look like this heading into our final game. Amanda Lorenz with a commanding lead. Looks like she has held off all the challengers. We're going to get a chance to celebrate her this afternoon. But that top 4 all get medals. We don't know what's going to happen. Tori Vidalis has jumped into the 4th spot. Can she hang on? We're going to have a couple of players nipping at her heels in this game today. Glad to have you along for the ride. This is the final game of the 2024 championship season with Amanda Scarborough. I am Eric Collins. We're going to get a chance to celebrate another Amanda Lorenz, all game long. She has been nails from soup to nuts. But besides Amanda Lorenz at the #1 spot on the leaderboard, there's chances for other players to move up.
There's still a lot of movement that could happen. I mean, we saw Tori Vidalis start her game outside of the top 10 and then move into that 4th spot. So who could kind of have that same movement in this game? Could it be Kelsey Harshman, who's just outside of the top 4? Could it be Erin Koffel, who hit a home run last night? I mean, there's some movement that can still happen. And not only is it a huge deal to finish in the top 4 to get a medal, it's a huge deal to finish in the top 10. We could see some movement there too.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one to watch. It's been an emotional afternoon. Remember, we have players that are saying goodbye to this wonderful game. That will be a story as this one unfolds. Take a look at the lineup for Georgina Corrick, captain for the first time this season. She has Aubrey Leach leading things off. Sis Bates has had a great year. She's in the 2-hole. Haley McClenning, one of those players retiring. Charlize Palacios, Megan Wiggins. Sam Fisher is over at third base. Andrea Filler is the first baseman. Sasha Palacios is the catcher. And Morgan Zirkle will be out in left field. In the circle for Team Lorenz is the tall right-hander from Alvin, Texas, Alyssa Denham.
One of the players that you mentioned that has announced this is going to be her last game. Alyssa Denham, as you mentioned, she is tall, standing over 6 feet. And great ERA this season, is battling this season through some injuries and been giving her all. Spin the heck out of it with her off-speed curveball and also bring in her drop. We'll see what she's going to give us today.
First pitch, ball 1 to Aubrey Leach. Aubrey Leach with a chance at a batting crown. Needs to be productive today. She's .370 on the year, 17 hits and 46 at-bats. She's looking up at Amanda Lorenz, who leads the league in batting with .396 next to her name. So Lorenz currently 26 points on top of Leach. There's Amanda out in left field, as she always is. What a year for her. She's going to get a chance to just enjoy today and help her teammates get into the top 4 with her. She knew coming into today that she would be challenged by Alicia Ocasio. She knew that there's a chance that Lexi Kilfoyle could make up a bunch of ground. But she has survived game 1. And she will, unless something absolutely Herculean happens, be the 2024 champion. And Amanda's wearing a microphone. We'll get a chance to talk to her about what the season has been like, what watching game 1 was like, knowing that she had a lead, but it wasn't a done deal. Aubrey Leach 3 for 7, 2 games so far this weekend. Pops it up shallow left field. Here comes Lorenz, and look at Amanda. She's everywhere.
She knew we were talking about her. She knew the camera was on her, so why not go ahead and make a diving play in left field to start this game. Got a good beat on it. Careful with her wrist as she rolls over it, but she is able to hold on to it for the first out. Shows it to the umpire, gets some love from her teammates. She got it. Her mom, Susie, and dad, Danny, are right below us, and they got up from their seats, on their feet. Giving a round of applause for that one for their daughter.
For those who love outfield play, that was a clinic. What a great first step by Lorenz.
Determination in her face to make this play, getting down as low as she can in those legs. Nice play.
That may have guaranteed her the batting title. We told you that Aubrey Leach was getting close in the batting race, but to deny Leach a hit in the first inning, it's going to go a long way to protecting that .396 batting average.
And she's competitive, Amanda is, so you know that she would love to hear that stat from you, Eric. I don't know if she is thinking that way right now in left field, but she would love to hear what you just said.
To be the champion, to be the batting champion. It's been a great summer for Amanda Lorenz. Here's the good sister, Sis Bates. .348 batter, hit her first homer of the season yesterday. Just energized her team with that first inning homer yesterday. Ended up being a 3-2 loss over Team Kilfoyle, but they were riding high for a long time, was Team Cork, because of Sis Bates.
She doesn't hit the long ball very often, so that's always a special moment for her when she gets a hold of one and gets it out of here.
Backhanded by Stuart Hunter, can't make the play. That should be an infield base hit for Bates. That's a tough play for Kelsey Stuart Hunter. Bates runs well, and Stuart Hunter knew she had to hurry.
Yeah, a little bit more off the end of the bat. Kelsey Stewart will tell you that she thinks she should have had that play, undoubtedly.
Official score has given an error to Stuart Hunter, so no base hit for Sis. That means that if Bates comes around to score, it'll be an unearned run on the record of Alyssa Denham. Okay, here's Haley McClenny. McClenny playing in her final softball game of her competitive career. And what a competitive career it has been. On the ground is short. Flippin gets the out at second. 2 outs here in the first inning.
Need to give these hitters who are retiring a little heads up that when they come up to the plate in their last game, they need to take some pitches so we can talk about them a little bit longer.
It's got to be hard. We just saw Gwen Svekis play 7 innings with full heart, ton of emotion, knowing that everyone is hoping that you do well in your final professional game. This game is needed to begin with, and then trying to play with watery eyes and a lot of emotion.
5 players in this game who are retiring after it.
Haley's been an Olympian. She's been an All-American forever, playing for Pat Murphy down in Alabama. Patrick Murphy's actually here on Friday, knowing he had to make it to Chicago to show his love and admiration for one of the all-time greats in the history of the SEC, not just Alabama.
She didn't know he was coming either. A surprise.
Charlize Palacios. Now, as we say goodbye to players like Gwen Svekis and Sam Fisher and Haley McClenny, we take a look at a rookie like Charlize Palacios, who has come in and just inspired so many with her talent and the joy that she plays with. Smashed into right field. Line drive single for Palacios. Runners on at first and at second.
Yeah, definitely think that that was a theme this summer, was this influx of talent with rookies. Going back to Wichita in the AUX season, they came out and they were just on fire. All of them contributed to their teams, and that energy that they took from AUX, and some new faces like Char Palacios playing in this champ season, and she's done a really nice job. But so much talent that is going to be brought into this league as years go on, as we see quite a few players retire and leave. The game is in good hands because the players who are retiring have left it in such a good spot for these younger players to come in.
Here's Megan Wiggins. Great play by Taylor Edwards.
Alyssa Denham just can't even believe that Taylor Edwards stopped that ball. She had a smile in the circle. Taylor Edwards has a smile back behind the plate. Like, how did she get that? Seriously, how did she catch it? It didn't even bobble it, just scoops it.
2 balls and a strike to Wiggins. I would hazard a guess that Megan Wiggins has played on this field wearing these uniform colors probably 200 times. She played professionally in this building for many years as a Chicago Bandit whose colors were orange and black. And now she's wearing orange and black here in the final day of the 2024 AU season. She has been a great pro. 13 years playing pro softball, NPF, AU over in Japan. Megan pops this one, foul territory. Jessie Loren, what's new? Makes a highlight level catch. Side is retired. So great defense by both Jessie Loren and Amanda Lorenz.
Yeah, it was the captain who started it to lead off this game with this diving play. She has everything going her way this summer.
On a day that we celebrate Amanda Lorenz as a great champion, she will come to bat to begin the bottom of our first inning. We'll get a chance to look at our lineup for Team Lorenz on a Sunday afternoon. Amanda, for the last couple of days, has penciled herself in the leadoff spot. She's hitting .396. She can do what she wants. She's followed by Victoria Hayward in the 2-hole. Hannah Flippin hits third at shortstop. Erin Koffel had a massive homer in the win yesterday over Team Ocasio. Kelsey Harshman's got a chance to finish in the top 4. We'll keep an eye on her. Kelsey Stewart-Hunter, Taylor Edwards, Jessie Warren's the third baseman, and the rookie who's been impressive, Mackenzie Clark. In the circle, left-hander from Arizona, Taylor McQuillan.
Watching Taylor McQuillan pitch from that left-hand side. Not a lot of lefties that we have this summer, but she is the only one.
5th year of Athletes Unlimited for Taylor McQuillan. She has known Amanda ever since their travel ball days. They both are from Southern California. Lorenz has a chance of hitting .400 on the year. Began her final day 19 for 48, batting average of .396. She held off the challenge of her closest pursuer earlier today. Sydney McKinney came in just a point behind Lorenz, hitting .395, but she went 0 for 4 to end her season.
I mean, look at just her at the top of a lot of different categories. Your batting average, on base percentage, has a chance to finish as the top. She's right there neck and neck going into this game. Slugging percentage, hits, of course, home runs. I mean, the summer that she's put together at the plate has been thorough.
Best 2-strike hitter in the world today, if you ask me. Sydney's trying to put the ball in play. She gives it a whack of 2 strikes.
That's what we said. She's been in that top spot for several weeks, pretty much. I mean, pretty much the entire week or month, I should say, of August.
Amanda had 450 points week 1, 350 points week 2. Her low water mark was week 3, 260 points in the 3 games that were played. But then she jumped back to 510 points last week. She's sitting on 210 here in week 5. Grounds out to the second baseman, Aubrey Leach. That's out number 1. Here's Victoria Hayward. Vic, last 4 games, 7 hits, 13 at bats, a batting average of .538. She's got the batting average up to .366 on the year. With a great afternoon, she could threaten Amanda Lorenz for the batting championship. And no one would begrudge her. She has been a pro's pro, the longest tenured member of Athletes Unlimited.
First one, right? Why she wears that number 1. Of any sport, correct? Not just softball.
Correct.
Of any sport.
She was the first person to commit to Athletes Unlimited. Ton of softball for Victoria Hayward. In the next couple of months, it won't be swinging a bat, though. It will be telling others how to swing a bat. Recently named the head coach at Nevada. She's been an assistant for a number of years now and getting an opportunity to run a program. I bet you dimes to donuts, they're going to run the bases well. They're going to field well. They're going to understand the rules. They're going to understand what's important in winning a game, because that's what Victoria Hayward's all about.
Yeah, it's going to be a well-coached team with her at the helm.
McQuillan strikes out Hayward, 2 down.
This lefty-on-lefty matchup is never easy for whoever has to hit against Taylor McQuillan. Spins that curveball. It just breaks all the way across the plate. Good height on that pitch, too. And that energy that Taylor McQuillan will bring in the circle.
She is on the short list of best reactions after strikeouts. Here's Hannah Flippin. America's favorite palindrome. Hannah hitting .227 on the year. Still looking for her first homer. But she has earned her meal money and then some. She's batting .227 without a homer, just 3 runs batted in. But you can make the argument each and every week she's the most valuable player on Amanda Lorenz's team.
It's that type of player that a lot of just casual softball fans didn't know about coming out of college. And had a successful career at Utah for sure, but you know, Utah is not known to be one of those teams that everybody follows. I mean, just being honest, right? Being in the World Series, and I think to me it's been what Hannah Flippin has been able to do post-college, that she's been able to make a name for herself at the plate, out on defense, one of the best defenders in the world, and after she left college became one of the best players in the world, highly respected for her game and what she brings.
The more you see of her, the more you're impressed are.
Yes, for sure.
Flip took a spill earlier this year playing for Team USA. Fell into the dugout and just scratched up her face big time. She still wears a mask defensively to protect, but never really missed a beat. Total gamer.
Softball in her blood. A lot of these players, their parents played or their mom played softball, and that's Hannah Flippin. Her mother played at Utah State.
Well, for 5 years, she's been one of the more difficult players to strike out. And form is holding true here in our first inning.
It's hard to believe, too, Eric, that this is the first time that Taylor McQuillan has pitched this weekend. She has pitched the most games in AU history. You saw that graphic earlier on in this inning, but this is her first inning since Series 5.
One in at bat for Hannah Flippin.
Great at bat.
She saw everything that McQuillan has to offer and gets a 2-out walk. That's a +10 for the base on balls. So that gives Team Loren still a chance to win this first inning. Every inning you win, it is 10 points for the entire team. And here is someone that should be getting hugs and gift certificates and everything you could possibly think of from Amanda Lorenz. She had the biggest moment in the game yesterday. Turned out to be the winning game for Amanda Lorenz. That's just going to win her the championship when it's all said and done.
We thought it might come down to Team Ocasio versus Team Lorenz in that head-to-head matchup yesterday, with Lorenz being in first place and Ocasio being in second place. And it had those vibes. It was a close game, a back-and-forth game. Team Lorenz mounted a comeback, and it was Erin Koffel that was a big part of that comeback with a home run off of Alicia Ocasio.
Not only did Koffel get the home run that turned out to be so pivotal, but in extra innings, she laid down the most beautiful sacrifice bunt to advance the runner from second to third, and eventually came home on the wild pitch. Cue shot off the end of the bat. Scooped up by Leach, and the side is retired. So a scoreless first inning. We move to the second.
Ending my pro career with Athletes Unlimited is insane. It feels like an honor, a privilege.
Sam Pesher, first home run in Athletes Unlimited softball history.
When I signed on in 2020, I had no idea what this was going to be. And now Athletes Unlimited is the biggest part of my life. Being with Athletes Unlimited has given me the opportunity to continue my career, to continue to be successful, and then get to say goodbye to it on my own terms. And that, I think, in pro softball is still very rare. So I feel really lucky and really blessed. I think I would love my legacy to just be that girl loved what she was doing every single day that she was doing it.
One of the originals, all 5 seasons here with Athletes Unlimited, Sam Fisher. She hit the very first home run in the history of Athletes Unlimited back in 2020. Today is her final game.
Oh my gosh, so much to say about somebody like Sam, from just adding value to anything that she is a part of. And she is in 2023, the Player Executive Committee chairperson, and is just really dedicated and invested to making AU better for the players that are currently in it, for the players that will come after her. Has a big personality, always makes you smile on the field, off the field.
Scary moment yesterday. She legged out a triple and sliding into third base, kind of had an awkward moment. Actually left the game, never returned, ended up coaching first base, and was still around the team. But we weren't sure whether or not she'd be able to play today, but she is not missing her final game.
I think going into this game, she was unsure if she would be able to play. It was listed as a starter, but need to get out here and see how she felt. This is how that injury happened. She legged out a triple, and it's actually a hamstring injury that she felt after she slid into third base. And she's such a character that when she slid in, you thought maybe she was just being Sam-like and laying on the ground, because that's, you know, how she acts. It's how she is, just a character on the field. But then it took her a while to get up and had to come out of the game, and it was a gut punch for her and everybody else.
Bouncing ball, that'll make it into center field, and Sam Fisher has herself a single.
I think she might get a pinch runner here. And maybe that ends up being her last at bat. I mean, with her injury, you just don't know what will end up happening, but she was limping going down the line. I'm sure she's absolutely thrilled in her first at bat to get this hit and getting a standing ovation from the crowd and from her teammates too. You see that just hamstring not feeling great. We'll see if she gets another AB, because she can re-enter the game after she gets a pinch runner.
Family's made the pilgrimage in from California. Debbie, mom, Rick, dad, been a huge part of everything that's got her to this point in her life.
The fat head and the hands hanging out in left field in the players' lounge, and I mean that might very well be it. A triple and a hit in her last couple of at-bats. She'll take it. That hit, staying in her legs and then pulling up with that hamstring. You see, hamstring issues are just always so tough, because you always feel like you can work through them, and then they're always just kind of nagging and painful.
Running for Fisher at first base is Allie Skaggs. Not a surprise, it was Skaggs who replaced Fisher when she left the game yesterday. Andrea Filler is the batter. Off the end of the bat, Jesse Warren in foul territory makes the first out of the second inning.
And worth noting too, Eric, about Sam Fisher, it's pretty cool that she hit the first Athletes Unlimited home run, and she also was the first All-American at Loyola Marymount, where she played college ball out at. So again, just adding value to everything that she's a part of. A huge hug from her captain, Georgina Korick. Just an emotional day for quite a few players today.
Another retiring player steps into the batter's box. This is Sachel Palacios. Sachel has had a magical run through the first 5 weeks. Was a captain multiple weeks. Getting a chance to play with her sister, Charlize Palacios, kind of handing the baton, one Palacios to another. Great softball family, San Diego way. Sachel has been a part of every championship season. Softly hit again down the left field line, and again caught in foul territory, this time by Hannah Flippin. 2 down. The last 3 outs recorded by Alyssa Denham dating back to the end of the first inning have all been on pop-outs to infielders. Here's Morgan Zirkle. Morgan Zirkle, like the center fielder for Team Loren's, Victoria Hayward, a Division I head coach. Just finished her first season at Marshall last year. One of the best to ever come out of the Mountaineer State. She is from Milton, West Virginia, hard along the Mud River. Went to college for 4 years in Huntington and Marshall, and now back as the head coach.
And seemingly one of the models of consistency in this league, too. Several top 10 finishes from Morgan Zirkle. Could be the first player to reach 10,000 points for softball. It's between her and Haley McClenny.
Foul tipped at the plate. We'll do it again. I think that ball hit Taylor Edwards, right? That hit the umpire too?
A couple of casualties there. I think more so maybe for the yeah, both of them. Yeah, double casualty.
Got them both. We had that great moment in our first game. Mic'd up Gwen Svekis, one of the catchers, and she had a real emotional goodbye with the home plate umpire, Alex Leap. There's a special relationship to catchers and home plate umpires. Right back to Denham. Zirkle is retired, so the leadoff single by Sam Fisher goes by the wayside. We played an inning and a half of scoreless softball here in Rosemont. Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball is sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods. That's been a staple. One of the cool things with Athletes Unlimited, you get that book of Unlimited, the champion. Their name is etched in for eternity, and you have the medals. 4 medalists every year. We start with 60 athletes, and the top 4 on the leaderboard all finish with medals. Right now, Amanda Loren's in great position. It's going to be impossible for anyone to catch her. It is the bottom of the second inning. Team Lorenz and Team Corrick scoreless. Sam Fisher has re-entered the game. She singled, was pinch run for, and now she comes back out defensively to play third. Kelsey Harshman is the batter. This could be a super important day for Kelsey Harshman. She is 6th on the leaderboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, moments ago, Sam Fisher re-entered the game.
Oh, Sam Fisher's coming out of the game.
Number 52, returning for Ellie Skaggs. And she is getting a proper tribute in this her final softball game. It's time for Rosemont Ball.
Thousands and thousands of hours, dusty fields, sunny afternoons, 100-degree temperatures to get to this point, and it's all been worth it for Sam Fisher.
How do you just not tear up a little bit watching that special moment? Because honestly, I wasn't expecting it. I didn't even think about it. I saw her go run back out there to third base, and I was thinking she's going to be in there for the whole inning. But what a moment for Sam Fisher.
Big story for Kelsey Harshman. Can she do enough today to get into the top 4? She's currently 6th on the leaderboard, but she's a stone's throw away from that top 4. She could actually get into the top 4 without getting a base hit. She's robbed by Skaggs at third. That would have gone a long way to moving Harshman up the leaderboard, but she's denied by Skaggs.
Oh my gosh, the ball finds you so quickly when you enter the game, wasting no time. Harshman hit that ball on a line to third base, and Skaggs, who just entered this game for Sam Fisher, goes up and robs it.
Kelsey Stewart-Hunter is the batter. Back-to-back Kelseys. Stewart-Hunter, 10 hits and 44 bats this year. Former All-American at Florida, part of Team USA for many, many, many years. 0-2. Popped up. Playable. First two balls of this third inning have all gone to Skaggs.
Well, and how about Skaggs calling off Sis Bates over at shortstop? Sis is calling it, and the shortstop usually has priority, but you saw Sis back away and let Allie Skaggs, the rookie, get that and get the second out.
Here's Taylor Edwards. A lot of first ball swings, pops it foul. Doubling back on Kelsey Harshman. She is the highest person on the leaderboard besides Amanda Lorenz in our game. 2 is Kilfoyle, 3 is Ocasio, 4 is Vidalis, 5 is Skylar Wallace. All of those players have their seasons over. They played earlier today and they're done. So Kelsey Harshman is the highest player who could still move up. She's currently in the 6th spot, but she is only 72 points behind Tori Vidalis for the 4th spot. So theoretically, even without a hit, Kelsey Harshman, that ball is foul, third base side. Zirkle gave it a run, but just out of her reach. Kelsey Harshman, with a whole bunch of inning wins and winning a game, could get the 72 points necessary to jump into the 4th spot and take home a medal.
Interesting, very interesting.
Oh, that's going to be a +8 for Taylor Edwards. 2-out base runner for Team Lorenz.
Third baseman, number 3, Jesse Loren.
Another similar situation is Aaron Koffel for Team Lorenz. Koffel is currently in the 8th spot on the leaderboard, but she still has a chance to move around even without getting hits or adding up stat points just by winning innings and a game for Team Lorenz. Here's Jessie Warren. Best weekend so far of the season for Jessie. Yesterday she went 3 for 3, doubling her pleasure in the 2nd, 4th, and 6th inning. And all the even innings, she got a double. But it's been a really weird season for Jessie. Normally it's way up on the leaderboard each and every season, but she just hadn't been on enough teams that have competed and won innings in games.
And that is the reminder. I mean, Kelsey Harshman and then Jessie Warren, prime examples of how important it is to be on a winning team. And at the end of the day, you get win points for winning innings and winning games. And you could have the best individual season stat-wise, but winning matters here.
McQuillan strikes out Jessie Warren, and the side is retired. 2 scoreless innings. To the 3rd we go, 0-0.
My love of softball started when I was 5 years old. I was a crazy kid full of a lot of energy, and my parents put me in softball to try and channel some of that energy positively so I can stop competing with kids on the playground and compete in a team sport, and it stuck. I've always loved it.
Loren smokes it! Gone! Amanda Loren's taking firm control of the race atop the leaderboard.
I love playing softball because I get to compete. I love the opportunity to try and compete against others and win. I love winning, and I love the relentless pursuit of trying to be the best.
Well, that relentless pursuit of being the best has resulted in Amanda Lorenz being the best this summer. She is on top of the leaderboard, and no one can catch her on this, the final day of the regular season. Amanda Lorenz joins us right now as she's doing her dance out in left field. Hey, Amanda, how you doing? Looks like you're nice and loose and playing carefree right now.
Yeah, having a lot of fun. Soaking up this last day.
How close have you looked at the leaderboard? Are you under the impression that you've already won this? Do you know that?
I am not under that impression. Just trying to stay in the moment, be where my feet are, soak this up, give my team an opportunity to win.
How did you decide on this last day, Amanda, who you wanted to give the start?
I believe in Denham. Denham's retiring. I wanted to give her the ball and give her her moment. She deserves that. So, yeah, I believe in Denham, wanted her to have the ball. Yeah, I've played for her the last week as my captain the last 2 years, so it's pretty cool to have her on my team for the last week.
You've been playing professionally since 2019. Some of the things that I'll remember from your championship season this year have been the smaller things, not necessarily the homers, but the way you got down that first base line, an important part of the game yesterday to be out of the infield single, the jump that you just got 2 innings ago on that dive that you made in shallow left field. The small things are what really stood out to me. Have you made a concerted effort to try and not just be an elite hitter, an elite home run hitter, but to just be an all-around player?
Got Vic. Got Liz. Hooray! Yeah, the last 2 years I've gotten in a lot better shape. Just trying to really invest in myself and trying to put my body in the best position to be able to compete. The game deserves that respect. So I'm just trying to work harder in the off season and be my best, strongest self.
Did that catch hurt at all?
No, I scraped my arm a little bit, so a little bit of that, but no. I flipped my wrists, so no wrist issues.
Okay, good. You had this moment with Sachelle Palacios before your first at-bat that I noticed, and what happened there? What did you say to her?
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's been an honor to compete with and against her. Our time goes back to travel ball, so I've known Sachelle and her family for a really long time, and crazy that it's coming to an end, but I'm just really thankful for her, and she left the game better than she found it, so I'm just excited for her next chapter. I just want to give her a little love.
Sis Bates, the batter. Aubrey Leach is on at first base. Bates gets down the bunt. Stuart Hunter, the play to first. That'll be the first out of the inning. But moving into scoring position goes Leach. Amanda, one of the things that's been really kind of cool to watch is... Oh.
Baby, love you.
Number 40, Alyssa Denham, posted her plans on the Athletes Unlimited website.
Obviously, this was thought out well beforehand. Give Denham an opportunity to pitch into the third inning and then lift her mid-inning and allow her to get the praise that she so richly deserves.
A big hug with Taylor McQuillan from the other side, who is not on her team, but they played at Arizona together, and then also Haley McClenny, who's about to hit. Man, I don't know if I can take 3 more of these moments. There's 5 total. We've had 2. I don't know if I can take 3 more. And what a she is the definition of a player that continued to get better and pour into her craft. I mean, had a successful career at Arizona after she started in Louisiana at Louisiana Lafayette, decided to transfer to Arizona, left her impact on that program, had the opportunity to play in Japan, and then of course she's been around Athletes Unlimited and has won multiple medals, which is a huge deal. So left her mark on AU, left her mark on the skill of pitching. Tremendous teammate. Can't say enough about Alyssa Denham. And again, I just didn't see that moment coming. I got to be prepared for these next 3. Look ahead.
Well, Amanda, that's just a really cool moment that clearly was choreographed by you and your staff and everyone on the team. allowing Alyssa to go out on her own terms. It was really special to watch that.
Yeah, she deserved to go out on good terms and just feeling her best self. I didn't want to tell her, just wanted her to be in the moment. Huge out, just really proud of her, really proud to play behind her. Amazing human, amazing leader, and our game's gonna miss her a lot.
Yeah, what will you remember the most about her, do you think, Amanda?
Oh, I think like she's the most selfless captain I've ever had. I think back to 2022. Yes, Rach! 2022, she was really close to winning that thing and felt like her pitches were getting hit a little bit. Took herself out of the game instead of betting on herself. She was like, we need to win this game. I'm gonna give the ball to Rachel. And we ended up winning all of the innings and brought her whole team to the top of the leaderboard because of it. So instead of her getting greedy, and she was like, no, I'm more concerned with us winning the game than me winning this thing. So just really selfless, always worried about the team and how to put them in the best position to win. Yeah, Rach!
Another player stepping away is in the batter's box right now, Haley McClenny. McClenny has done everything in the world of softball. You guys are both from the SEC. She played at Alabama. You were at Florida. Your thoughts on Haley as she says goodbye to this great game?
One of the biggest honors of my softball career is to say that I got to play next to her. You're getting me choked up a little bit. She's really elite. She's just like the most elite teammate, leader, friend. She does everything right. I tell kids all the time, like, that's the kind of person you want to look up to, you want to model your game after. Just good peeps, does things the right way. She's a legend forever.
Amanda, how are you going to remember this season for you? And a word, like one word or one phrase that when you are going to look back at this 2024 season, what's going to come to mind?
Thankful. I've had the opportunity to be with a lot of really good people. Especially being a position player, it's really hard to stay at the top, but surrounded myself with really amazing people who know how to win softball games. I've been surrounded by a lot of winners, so just really thankful that it's at the right place at the right time, truly. It's been a lot of fun.
It's not a coincidence that you guys have won as many innings and games as you have. Every single team that you've had, sometimes the players have changed, but everyone has risen to your level when they've been on your team as a captain, and I can't pay you a bigger compliment than that.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I just full credit to all the teams that I've had. It's just been such an honor to be the captain in quotations, but it's really been pretty easy to lead the people that I've had. They've been so amazing.
Well, Amanda, thank you for your time, and we will watch you with admiration for the rest of the day.
Thank you.
We will remember you for the next 50 years for the season that you have, as you have been immortalized in 2024 as being our champion.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for covering our game so great. Go Gold.
Thanks, Amanda.
Bye, guys.
I mean, I'm already sweating a lot on a hot day like today. I don't have any, I can't be losing some hydration with tears up here. Like, teared up a couple of times already in this game, and we still have 5 innings left.
One of my softball mentors, Barbara Jordan, longtime player for the national team. She's assistant coach, national team, head coach, Division I. She told me years and years and years and years ago, back when Amanda Loren was in high school, probably a sophomore year, maybe junior year, said there's someone, Southern California, named Amanda Loren, who is going to be a baller, and man, was she right. How about that for a double play? Have you ever seen that before in your life? Oh, my goodness. What a way to end an inning. Charlize Palacios grounds out to first, and Aubrey Leach runs into the double play for the end of the inning.
This game is full of surprises in more than one way. What happened here? First of all, Palacios avoided the tag, and they still get the out, and then Aubrey Leach tries to be aggressive and catch him sleeping, but newsflash, they weren't sleeping.
Scoreless game, bottom of the third inning. Team Cork, Team Lorenz, final game of the 2024 championship season. And our game earlier today on this field, Game 1 MVPs, brought to you by the U.S. Air Force. It was a win for Team Kilfoyle, and that's represented in the 3 MVPs. The captain, Lexi Kilfoyle, her 5th complete game of the year. MVP 1, that's plus 60. Sydney Romero, plus 40. Tori Vidalis had a big homer. She gets MVP 3. And there was a defensive MVP. Kayla Kowalik behind the plate. Got 20 points for her work defensively.
Here's Tori sitting out in the outfield next to Morgan DeBoard and Skylar Wallace. wanting to see how this thing plays out. I'm sure maybe she has the leaderboard up on her phone, refreshing it every single inning, seeing how it's playing out. Maybe she just doesn't even care.
Tori Vidalis, as we speak, is 4th on the leaderboard. Top 4 players all get medals. But nipping at her heels, Kelsey Harshman. Harshman is right now 72 points behind Vidalis.
Well, and Skylar Wallace, who's sitting next to her, is currently in 5th place on the leaderboard and just 10 points behind Tori. So that's how they'll finish, is that Skylar will finish behind Tori Vidalis for sure, but just 10 points separates Skylar Wallace from that top 4 with the medal.
Ball and 2 strikes to one of the most impressive rookies in 2024, Mackenzie Clark. She began her summer out in Wichita, playing AUX with no guarantee of what the rest of the year would look like. But she played so well the first handful of games and looked so comfortable playing against pros that she was offered a contract to play here for the championship season. And she's been really good.
Electric is how I would describe her. Everything that she does is all out, from the single swings that she gives and at bat to tracking down balls in the outfield to the way that she dives into bases. Nice pitch.
McQuillan has now struck out 3. Our next NWSL match is tonight on ESPN2, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Plus. Bethany Balser and the Seattle Reign host Casey Murphy and the North Carolina Courage at Lumen Field. Coverage begins at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
The medals that all the several hundred fans got coming in. Pretty cool. A replica of the medals that you win if you get in the top 4. See a lot of people walking around with them.
Here's Lorenz. With a hit right here, Amanda Lorenz would up her batting average to exactly 400. She's got a chance to not only be the overall champion, but to be the batting champion with the best batting average and the home run champion.
Well, the highest she's ever finished in a champ season is 9. Finished in 14th place last season, so quite an upgrade going from 14th to 1 this season.
Smoked. Oh my goodness, speared by Circle. That was a 220-foot laser beam.
That was 76 miles an hour off the bat. She really squared this up. And nothing to show for it other than just a hard hit that felt good coming off the bat.
Victoria Hayward.
You know, the one thing I noticed too about Amanda Lorenz's offensive stats is that every season, Eric, she has had more walks than strikeouts. That doesn't happen a lot when you really dig into the numbers. There are at least maybe 1 or 2 seasons, right, and 6 or 7 seasons that.
And she's frequently hitting it deep into counts too. Like she's got 2 strikes on her and she's still able to put the ball in play hard.
Yeah.
Vic creeping up that leaderboard, currently 11th. This inning is worth 30 points.
I mentioned this in her first at bat, but you were just bragging on Vic Hayward and how she's been hitting, and she's done that with a broken left finger. You see a splint on her left hand or top hand. And she's been playing with that since week 3. Broke it in game 1 of week 3 and then missed the next 2 games. And so now she's just been battling with it the last 2 series, but she's been playing really well. Been really clutch at the plate, been swinging it.
Is that caught in the air? Yes, it is. Nice defensive play by Andrea Filler, and it's another scoreless inning for Taylor McQuillan. McQuillan has not allowed a hit through the first 3 innings. To the 4th we go, scoreless in Rosemont.
No score here yet in the top of the fourth. AU Pro Softball. It is the final day of the season. Team Loren's taking on Team Ocasio, or Team Corrick. It has been an emotional week for this Orange squad, and I got to be a part of a little scheming throughout the week to help plan a retirement party for Sam Fisher, Haley McClinney, Peyton St. George, and Sashelle Palacio. So they used me as the decoy to come up with a reason to get them all together without them knowing what it was for. So I sent out a text of, hey, I need you guys at 7 o'clock on Wednesday for a last-minute broadcast interview. But it was the entire team waiting for them in the conference room of the hotel with gifts and goodie bags and these custom paintings that Andrea Filler had made on Etsy for each of the 4 retirees on Team Corrick this week. It was such an emotional moment. It's kind of been the theme of this week, just really trying to manage a lot. These players have been together not only this season, but multiple seasons. I was talking to Sis Bates, who's close to all 4 of them, just about what this week has been like. And I said, you know, are you trying to bounce back? Is this final win on your mind? She said, it's not even really about that at this point. She said, we're bought into each other. We're focused on the here and now, sending these athletes off the best way possible. She's talked about their gate today. Haley McClinney led it off with the question of, what is your favorite softball memory? Everybody went around and answered that. She said it was a lot of tears, a lot of emotions. They're just wanting to go out together, living in the moment. No focus on the leaderboard, not the scoreboard, but the people that they're with.
Fantastic, Savannah. That is just the capper to what has been an unbelievable 5 weeks that will be unforgettable here in Rosemont in the 5th championship season.
Well, and a lot of credit goes to the captain, Georgina Corrick, and how she has gone about things. She seemingly wanted all these retired players that were going to retire on her team, and she has just loved on them the entire week until the end and made it a priority.
This is Allie Skaggs batting. She's actually hitting in the spot vacated by Sam Fisher, who singled in the 2nd inning, went out defensively, and then was announced out of the game and received just the retirement acknowledgement that she so richly deserves. And Sam is joining us now for a final chair chat. Sam, what an emotional last 45 minutes it has been. You got yourself a base hit. You had a triple yesterday. You finish off in style. You're still smiling through the tears, I'd imagine, right now.
Yeah, I'm mostly emotional because who am I thinking to get a triple? That was crazy. But yeah, I kind of feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now, but in the best way possible. And you know, if I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna lay it all on the line, it's gonna be here.
Sam, I had asked you this, and so, you know, answer it as you want in terms of the detail that you want to give and not, but why do you think that there is a good chunk of players retiring this season like yourself?
Yeah, I think that when I first came into the Pro League, we saw players that maybe played 2-3 years. That was about the average, and now I think we're seeing players who are playing 5+ years. You look out and you see so many players who have been playing for so long, and I think it's just it's a testament to the growth of the game to see where we're at, to see these longer and longer careers, and I feel like that, seeing the 6 of us, look at how long we've played. Even Peyton, who's 3 seasons, she could keep going, but just the acknowledgement of people having longer careers and seeing it all end. It's just crazy to see the game grow before your eyes.
And what role do you think that AU has had in that?
Yeah. So good ball. I mean, the professional experience, taking care of us, I think giving us something to dream for. You know, we've been dreamers since we were kids, you know, and now getting in here, I've heard so many rookies say, you know, I just found this love and this inspiration and this drive to just keep going, and that's something that I don't know that I heard as much when I was playing prior to AU. It was more like, you know, people were looking forward to what was next more than they were looking forward to what was next in softball. So I think AU's provided the experience and provided the space to dream bigger, and look what's happening. Look, we've got AUSL coming, and just, you know, there's going to be more and more opportunity.
Runners on at first and at second. Filler lays down a bunt. Jesse Warren thought about it, goes to first. Runners at second and third with 1 out. That's a +10 for Filler doing her job. Sam, I'm sure your head is spinning, but you did get a hit in this ball game. It was pretty cool. The ball had eyes. It goes into center field. What do you remember about that bat specifically, the pitches you saw, and what you were thinking as you were waiting the off race from Alyssa?
You know what's funny is I told someone when I came back in the dugout, I thought I was going to walk, which is so I haven't walked once this season. I'm not a big walker. So going 3-0, I thought, what a cool way to go out if I walk. And then she threw me a strike, and I thought, no, you're not meant to go out. You're meant to swing the bat. So getting a 3-1 count in my last at bat ever felt like fate, and it felt like, you know what, just get a barrel on it, and I did. I got a good ball. I went with it, which is always the dream for me. And then I hobbled to first base.
Okay, this is a tough question in the moment.
Let's do it.
But what will you remember longer? The last base hit you had, the single to center field, or the first base hit you had here at Athletes Unlimited, which was the first homer in AU history?
Yeah, that is a good question. It's got to be the homer. Anything that goes over the fence, that sticks out. I mean, I'm going to be thinking about that triple from yesterday for a while because, you know, Sam, when are you hitting triples? And the fact that, you know, I got a little bit hurt, a little banged up on it. But yeah, the way that I remember feeling so proud that I hit the first home run in AU history, being a kid from a mid-major, you know, small school, small town, and just going out and playing big ball. I'll never forget that feeling, and being in this environment with so many big-time, amazing players. That felt so real and so cool, like a dream, you know.
And I was going to cap it. I mean, you mentioned small town and a mid-major. Of all the games that you've played, even international experience with Team USA, like, what is your favorite moment if you just had to pick one from all the moments that you've ever had?
Gosh, I've played so much softball, you guys. I think probably something that stands out a lot is my final at bat at LMU, my final home game. We were playing our rivals. We played a triple header on my senior day against Sac State, and which is crazy. You don't play triple headers anymore. You're not allowed to do that. And I hit a walk-off grand slam in my final at bat at my home field at LMU. And you just, you know, there's been a lot of things that I've looked back on over these last 12 years, and that was one thing that you just couldn't have written it any better, the way that you couldn't write this weekend any better. So it feels very full circle. That's the standout memory.
I love all these amazing moments for you that just make you feel good. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you, guys.
Talking to us.
It's been a joy and a pleasure watching you play professionally for the last decade. You have been what it's all about.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.
Sam Fisher, a triple yesterday, a single today, ends her softball career in style. Morgan Zirkle blasts this one deep to left field. Did she? She did! It's a grand slam for Zirkle! Zirkle goes from A to Z. 4 runs, 1 swing of the bat.
Well, interesting, too, that reaction by Skylar Wallace out there in left field, knowing that Kelsey Harshman on the other side of that grand slam is on her heels, and what this grand slam means for the amount of points at stake. First home run of the season for Morgan Zirkle, who has been an on-base machine, but puts it together with her power. She has that speed, too. In a year that we've not seen a ton of home runs, that is a big one. She got all of it, 78 miles an hour off the bat for an exclamation mark, and makes Rachel Garcia pay for those couple of hit-by pitches on board.
Off the thumbs, that ball has eyes. Aubrey Leach gets herself a base hit. Second hit of the game for Aubrey. She's getting close to a 400 batting average on the year. She's now 19 for 49. Her next time up, if she gets a hit, she will have a 400 batting average. With that hit, she's actually passed Amanda Lorenz for the batting title. Leach is now with the top batting average. Lorenz is number 2, but still innings to be played. Sis Bates.
Did you happen to see that Skylar Wallace reaction out in left field? Maybe she was just excited that there was a grand slam and really pumped for Morgan Zirkle. But with understanding what the leaderboard is like with her in 5th place and Kelsey Harshman behind her, that was a big swing that goes in her favor to finish higher.
You're right. Yes, I didn't see Wallace out there, but you're right. Yeah, Vidalis. Skylar Wallace and Tori Vidalis, that meant a ton for them.
I don't know. And I think there was even a different reaction than that one, too, as the ball went out. So just interesting, just noticing some things.
Okay, Tori Vidalis is currently in 4th place. Skylar Wallace is in 5th place. Vidalis has a 72-point lead on Harshman. So if Team Lorenz can't win this inning, there's only 3 more innings to be played, 30 more points plus winning the game. So there's only going to be 80 more win points available unless Team Lorenz can go score 4 runs this inning. And so that means that Harshman's going to have to get hits, going to have to steal bases, going to have to get down sacrifices. She's going to have to do something besides just winning innings in a game.
Well, and it's not like that was a solo home run. I mean, the fact that it was a grand slam and you put up a 4 spot, it makes it that much more difficult for Team Lorenz to try to counter that in the bottom half of the inning.
Sis gets down and rips it into the... Oh, my goodness! Mackenzie Clark, what a play that was! She covered half of Rosemont on her way to making that catch.
Mackenzie Clark is so fast. She hits her top speed, I think maybe faster than anybody in this league. She gets a great jump right off of the bat, takes an awesome angle, and reaches right at the right moment, too. Just fighting the sun as well out in right field. What a catch when her team needed that.
Man, no surprises right now against Rachel Garcia. Good swings for everyone. Haley McClenny gets a line drive base hit.
Love that for Haley McClenny. Been struggling at the plate just a little bit. That's good contact for her. And in her last game, now she knows she at least has 1 hit in her last game.
Let's check in with Savannah, who's with the home run hitter, Morgan Zirkle.
Zirkle, it's never too late to slip in a home run on the season, a grand slam at that. Tell me about that plan I heard you were talking about with Megan Wiggins.
Well, we were talking about a sac fly, getting something in the air, but that works too.
I wanted to let you know you were the first player in AU Pro Softball history to pass 10,000 career leaderboard points. What does that say just about the type of work you've been able to put together as an athlete?
I mean, that's super cool. I didn't know that. So just to see how long I've played and with all the amazing people I get to play with, it's just super exciting and happy to be with this team this week. So happy to do it with them too.
Okay, tell me about this team this week. Things are coming together here. Your grand slam, the hits that led up to it, the hits coming after. What is it that kind of can get into a group about midway through a game to be able to start to string some hits together?
Yeah, I mean, we've been getting hits. They just haven't been strung together. So today to finally make it happen when it counts feels really good. And to have so many retirees on this team, you feel like you're playing for something a little more today.
Yeah, that little bit of magic that comes with that group. Tell me the conversation going into today. Just like you said, games where the hits just didn't string together, but to be able to start to put some good work with this group. Was there a conversation or a new focus to have coming into today?
Honestly, not really to do anything different. Like, we've been practicing all season long and really just trust what you've been doing, and eventually it's going to happen. You know, it's all about timing, and to be able to do it today really means a lot.
Thank you, Zirkle, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Back to you, Eric.
Morgan Zirkle, congratulations. 10,000 points. Great stuff.
Oppo Field home run, too. That is some serious power. There you see, too, Skylar Wallace's boyfriend with his hands up in the air. I mean, there was some serious celebration of that home run from Morgan Zirkle and Team Coric, but first home run of the season for Morgan Zirkle, and what an accomplishment to be the first softball player to reach that 10,000 point mark. That's huge.
Rachel Garcia was cruising along, and then the 4th inning happened. She's been touched up for 4 runs on 1 swing of the bat by Morgan Zirkle, who has played in this league since 2020. She's an original all-time AU leader in games played, the most points earned in AUX history. That's the Spring League. For someone who came out of a mid-major herself, she has acquitted herself beautifully against the best of the best.
And this blows my mind every time. She didn't switch to being a left-handed hitter until her junior year of high school.
Wow.
Didn't even really swing away until she broke her ankle her junior year of college. So that's a player that has just gotten better and better and better as every year has gone on.
And without a pro league, we never would have known. New pitcher Mariah Masson. She replaces Rachel Garcia. Charlize Palacios is the batter. Leach on at second, McClenny on at first. Oh, that's a good player right there. If you have a bat in your hand, you cannot touch the ball with your hand. That is something I firmly believe in. If the ball comes over, you can knock with your foot, you can knock with the bat, but you cannot touch the ball when you're on offense. Two-one.
So much going on this inning, Eric. I'm having a hard time keeping score and making sure that I'm up to date with what's going on. We have changes, we have Sam Fisher interviews, and immediately after that, we have a go-ahead grand slam. There's just a lot going on. You know, Sam Fisher mentioned grand slam in her interview, so I think maybe she gave Morgan Zirkle some grand slam juju on that AB.
Mariah Masson has been steady Eddie. Gotten better each and every year as a professional. Played collegiately at Oregon State. Line drive base hit. That'll score another run. Here comes Leach around third. McClenny on her way to third. RBI single for Palacios.
They batted around in this inning now. Swing by Palacios on a pitch that was middle out, right back up the middle of the field. She hit that ball hard, 73 miles an hour off the bat.
She's been impressive this year.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Megan Wiggins. Inning began when she got drilled in the back. She took one for the team in the best possible way. Garcia hit both Wiggins and Palacios of the Sachel variety. 2 hit batters, along with a single by Allie Skaggs, and then the grand slam home run by Morgan Zirkle. Wiggins on the leaderboard, her favorite number, 25. When Wiggins was a college player, she was kind of cutting edge as a player. Power, speed. 5'2" player at Georgia. Kind of a trendsetter. That's more common as the years have gone by. But back 2009, 10, and 11, she was at the forefront of the changing game.
Well, and she's the type of player, too, that other players go to just to talk hitting, talk approach. They know that she knows that she studies it and studies these pitchers and comes up with a good approach at the plate, a good game plan. Played a lot of games. I wonder how many games that Megan Wiggins has played in her life. A lot. I don't even know where to guess with that.
Yeah, more than most softball players in the history of the world. Kelly Crutchman's probably played more. On the ground, will this end the inning? Yes, it will. Harshman, the underhand flip side, retired. 10 batters come to the plate for Team Corrick, and 5 of them score. It's a 5-0 lead for Team Corrick.
Yeah, they put things together, capitalized on some free passes with the hit by pitch. Had a chance to talk to Sam Fisher, who is retiring. She loved what she saw, but I think she especially loved this moment. After they loaded the bases, it was Morgan Zirkle who cleared them.
Here's our Sunday Night Baseball matchup, the series finale of a 4-game set between the Astros and the Orioles. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. ESPN2 will have a special StatCast edition. Our coverage begins at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific with Baseball Tonight, Sunday Night Countdown.
My friend Kevin Brown will be doing that stat broadcast that you said on ESPN2, which as an Astros fan, I'm wondering if he's going to be a little bit biased because he calls the Orioles games, and, you know, I love my Astros, so I have to check that out and see if he's keeping things unbiased over there.
A pro's pro. Flippin' Koffel Harshman to bat against Taylor McQuillan, who quietly has not allowed a hit. Stay with us, folks. You never know. Flippin' walked back in the first inning.
Taylor McQuillan has pitched really well in this game. Again, it's so hard to believe that this is the first time that we're seeing her this weekend, but also, you know, she has a captain who is a pitcher, Georgina Cora. She's pitched a good amount.
Into center field, base hit, first of the game for Team Lorenz. Flipping is aboard.
I'll wear that. It's my fault. I'll take that.
Okay, Erin Coffin will bat. Currently 8th on the leaderboard. She's 84 points behind the number 4 player, Tori Vidalis. 84. Running out of time. Not going to have a ton more at bats. Not going to have a ton more innings.
Home run would help Erin Coffin here.
That would be pretty big.
Back in.
That would be pretty big. She got one yesterday. That'd be a home run in a phone booth. To right field, Megan Wiggins fights the sun. One down.
The level of play of the rookies here, with 3 rookies in the top 10 as it stands right now. Pretty special group, very talented players entering into this league as very talented players exit this league with a lot of retirements.
Okay, another really important at bat. This time it's Kelsey Harshman. Harshman is currently 72 points behind the 4th place Tori Vidalis. And it's been one of those seasons for Harshman. Seems like she's hit a whole bunch of atom balls. Back in the 2nd inning, hit a ball right on the screws, and a great play was made by Skaggs at 3rd. Harshman's now played 15 games. She's got 5 hits, but she is 6th on the leaderboard. She's done enough smart softball things and been on good teams where she's consistently moved up, despite the fact that the batting average is not where she wants it to be.
Well, do you think the bad luck is a Canadian thing? That's what I was going to ask you, because
Victoria
you're talking
Hayward,
about
right.
Victoria Hayward having some bad luck as well.
Flipping on at first base, 1 out. 40 points on the line this inning. Team Cork put a 5 spot up in the top of the 4th. Last weekend, when Amanda Lorenz and her team made a colossal move together, they won all 3 games. They actually won 20 of the 21 innings played. They never had to deal with something like this. If they lose this inning, they will have lost 4 innings in this game. Team Lorenz won Friday of this week against Team Kilfoyle comfortably, 5-1. They won yesterday in 8 innings against Team Ocasio, 5-4. But right now, in trouble. Smoked into center field, right in the tracks of Haley McClenny. Haley just glides to make that catch. 2 down.
Cherishing every catch out there. Could be the last one that she catches. It's a fly ball in center field in her glove. One of the best center fielders to ever play the game is that woman right there.
Kelsey Stewart-Hunter popped to 3rd in the 2nd inning. If you were facing Taylor McQuillan as a left-handed batter and it was 0-2, what would you expect Taylor to throw?
Curveball in the outside corner. And in second place, I'd put something up in the zone. Or she's going to go to a changeup, but I feel like that curveball, lefty on lefty, right on the outside corner, has a ton of break away from a left-handed hitter. Already has a strikeout of that pitch back in the 1st inning against Hayward.
What's she looking for? She's had 2 balls. She didn't like either one of them. What's possibly wrong with balls when you receive them as a pitcher?
It could be a brand new softball, and those are the worst because they're pretty slick, and grip is everything as a pitcher to create that spin and movement, especially for a pitcher like Taylor McQuillan, who really relies on that. So she has a really good feel of her fingertips and what it feels like with her grip on the ball. Pitchers are usually pretty picky about the softballs that they want to throw with, so not surprising to see that at all. It's not just a McQuillan thing, that's a pitcher thing.
Is there a limit that the umpire would say, you know, you're playing with this one?
I think it's just whatever the opinion of the umpire is. It's a good question.
Two balls and two strikes. Off-speed pitch, a beauty. After spinning it up there 68 miles per hour, that one comes in 52. And Stuart Hunter strikes out.
So what I meant to say is a lefty-on-lefty matchup when you're looking for the strikeout is you go to the changeup if you're Taylor McQuillan, because 3 of her 4 strikeouts have been on that changeup.
Look at all these years. It's incredible. My parents got to talk to your dad yesterday, your mom and dad, and they're like, dude, they're insane, but in the best way. Respectfully. Thank you, Hannah. Love you too. Good luck. Her best friend with tears in her eyes. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Never change being Samu, girl. Oh my God. Wave to the fans. Yes.
Sasha Palacios wearing a microphone. Get a chance to listen in. That's brought to us by the U.S. Air Force. An emotional afternoon. Final game of the 2024 championship season. So many retirees. Alyssa Denham, she's already said her goodbyes. Sam Fisher, the same. One of the younger players walking away from the game, Peyton St. George, Sasha Palacios, Haley McClenny. Well, this is the spot in the order where Sam Fisher began the game. Fisher singled, was removed from the game. Pinch runner, Allie Skaggs. Skaggs now batting for the second time. She singled an inning ago.
I feel like we start a new game here in this 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. Now that we know that Team Corey grabbed all those points back in the 4th inning with the 5 spot that they put up, but almost feels like we just start over now playing for these inning win points.
Off the glove of Jesse Warren. We'll see how that's ruled. Skaggs going to be safe at first to begin the frame. Here is our Labor Day weekend. ESPN and ABC college football lineup that starts Thursday night. Get ready. Deion Sanders in Colorado hosting North Dakota State to kick us off. Then we've got Temple, Oklahoma Friday night, and then a triple header coming your way. And what a triple header it is. You got number 3 USC swearing off against number 13 LSU in Vegas. You got Notre Dame against some team from College Station. What's that all about? College football is coming on us in a hurry. Official score giving an error to Jesse Warren. So Skaggs aboard. Off the end of the bat, hit relatively well. Ball's carrying. Oh, look at him, Lorenz makes the play! Lorenz close to the warning track on a dead run. That got up in the wind and just kept going and going.
Just so fun to see her play so loose in all aspects of the game. And she did track down this ball. It kept going and going. Her legs kept moving and moving, not giving up on it, knowing that that was going to continue to try to get over her head. And what a grab at the wall by Lorenz.
I frequently judge balls on how well they're hit by the sound that they make. And that didn't make your classic thunk. It sounded as if it wasn't hit really well, but that wind is billowing out to left field. And Amanda, who's been here for a number of years, knew exactly how to play it. Palacios is going to try Lorenz. Bad idea. Try someone else. 2 down.
We're talking about Sauce Allen. How about the season that she's had and where she'll end up finishing. Her highest finish on the leaderboard in any of the seasons, in champ season, AUX season, any of the seasons that she played, all defensive catcher. She did not record a hit last championship season, Eric, and look at the season that she's put together, being a captain for the first time, getting to play with her sister for the first time. In a very memorable season that Sasha Palacios is going to go out on.
Here's Morgan Zirkle. One swing of the bat put 80 points next to her name an inning ago. We were playing for 40 points. It was a rollover 4 times on the inning. And Morgan Zirkle was the most influential part of the inning. She hit a grand slam. She is now 21st on the leaderboard. And she's got a chance to go up even higher, because you can imagine a grand slam is going to be worth at least one of those top MVPs.
Yes.
Let's take a look at our play of the game presented by Dick's Sporting Goods.
Well, Basone is going hard in, because this is what happens when you throw her up and away. Grand slam to the players' lounge behind the left field wall, and that broke this game open. 5 runs that were scored in that top of the 4th inning. That was the fire starter there, the grand slam by Morgan Zirkle.
High drive center field. Wynn takes it to the warning track, and the catch is made by Hayward. So the leadoff error by Jesse Warren causes no damage. It's a scoreless top of the 5th.
I can't put into words what softball as a sport just has done for me in my life. The people that I've met, the network I've been able to create. I know I'm going to be set up for life because of what I did on the field and the relationships that I built.
McClenny at the wall! She is spectacular!
I want to be remembered as someone that was consistent, that brought energy every single day, that poured into the people around her. Accolades and trophies and all the, recognition, like that's gonna pass, that fades, those collect dust, but relationships last a lifetime. And I want to be remembered as someone that treated everyone the exact same, that loved everyone, that poured into everyone, that made everyone better. And I want to be remembered as someone that left the game better than they found it.
I remember in 2020, the very first Athletes Unlimited season, Haley McClenny was the inspiration behind all of the end of the season ceremonies for the players who were going to walk away from the game of softball. It was so important for her to honor the players that came before her. Now she is one of the players who is walking off into the sunset, playing in her final game after such an illustrious collegiate, international, and pro career.
So much respect from all of her teammates and all of her family is out here to support her in this moment and get to see her in person for this final game.
This is kind of a difficult situation right now. We're getting late in our ball game, as so many family and friends have made the pilgrimage here to honor Haley McClenny, both mom and a dad. She always talks about her dad and all the times on the bucket. He'd catch her when she was a pitcher as a young player, and he would take time when he came home from work to hit and throw and whatever she wanted.
All the things.
Makes a massive difference. There he is. I love it. He's also Bradley Cooper stand-in.
I was going to say Matthew McConaughey, but
striking man. I like it. Awkward situation for Georgina Corrick. She's the captain, and clearly she doesn't have access to an iPad. She doesn't know what the situation is, but she's got a real opportunity to finish in the top 4 and be a medalist. That's the magic number, top 4. But she doesn't know how far away she is from the 4th spot, probably, and so she keeps Taylor McQuillan in the game. And you can't argue with keeping McQuillan in. McQuillan's been great. She's only allowed 1 hit. But Corrick needs to come into the game. She needs to get outs as a pitcher, and her team needs to continue to win innings and the game. And if that happens, she could slip into the top 4 and be immortalized with one of the 4 medals.
it is so hard with the way that Taylor McQuillan is pitching. Georgina Corrick has proven that she is a selfless teammate and a selfless captain. this weekend, being captain for the first time.
Georgina, right now as we speak, is 62 points behind the number 4 player on the leaderboard, Tori Vidalis, 62 points. Now with a 5-0 lead, you can kind of think that maybe they're going to win the game, and that's a plus 50, but she still needs to make up 12 more points. She could do it with nothing but inning wins, but that's leaving things to chance. If she comes in and records some outs as a pitcher, then she controls her own destiny. Jessie Warren, a 1-out walk. The 56th U.S. Open begins tomorrow with 11.5 hours of coverage on ESPN starting at noon Eastern, highlighted by Americans Coco Gauff and Ben Shelton, with additional coverage on ESPN2 beginning at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Every point is also available on ESPN+.
Ben Shelton reminds me of Patrick Mahomes and his athleticism and the way that he moves, and just really special. Just as a side note to the U.S. Open.
Thank you for that. I'm actually surprised. There's only been 56 U.S. Opens. I would have thought there'd been more.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Mackenzie Clark. Jessie Warren's on at first base with 1 out. If Warren comes around to score, it's a plus 10 for everyone on Team Lorenz. That would be big for players like Aaron Koffel, Kelsey Harshman, who both still have a chance to jump up into the 4th spot on the leaderboard. A run scored here for Team Lorenz would also drastically hurt the chances of Georgina Korik of jumping into the top 4. I just wonder if Tori Vidalis is contemplating all of these situations that could possibly knock her away from getting a medal.
She's pretty analytical, so I would think that she's thinking about it out there with Skylar Wallace, to be honest.
Oh, she's pouring over the notes right now.
Oh, yeah, she's doing some math in her journal or in her phone right now, trying to crunch some numbers.
2-2. Lashed into left field. Zirkle started back, able to come in and make the play. Got to give some flowers to the pitcher, Taylor McQuillan. Taylor McQuillan struck out Kelsey Stewart-Hunter to end the 4th inning. With that strikeout, she became the all-time leader in Athletes Unlimited history in strikeouts, passing Kat Osterman.
Wow.
Here's Amanda Lorenz. She is battling for the batting title. She slipped from 396 down to 380. She's been passed by Aubrey Leach. If she hits a homer, she will be the home run champion this year. She's currently in a 5-way tie for tops with 3 homers. 4 would be enough to be the home run champ. If you don't know, Amanda Lorenz is guaranteed of winning this. We still have, whatever, 2.5 innings remaining in our season. She has guaranteed herself coming into this game by what we saw earlier today of being our 5th different champion in 5 years of Athletes Unlimited softball. Ball gets away from Palacios.
Well, she mentioned it when we were talking to her when she was out in left field mic'd up, but it does seem more difficult to win this thing as a non-pitcher, as somebody like Amanda Lorenz, who is an outfielder. And
well, now with Jessie Warren at second base and in scoring position, Jalen Alchin will come in to run.
Trying to win this inning.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Base running for Jessie Warren, number 68, Caitlin Alchin. Alchin running out at second for Team Lorenz.
An inning win and the batting championship quite possibly on the line right here. This pitch, McQuillan to Lorenz. Did she? She did. McQuillan, the all-time leader in strikeouts in Athletes Unlimited history, strikes out Amanda Lorenz, and we move to the 6th inning. It's still a 5-0 lead for Team Korik.
such an honor to compete against you. It's been fun. I mean, not fun having to call against you, but
You're amazing.
thank you.
Okay, we love you.
What an eventful, emotional afternoon this has been. 30th and final game of the 2024 championship season. Amanda Loren's a champion among champions. She is going to win the 2024 title. Tops on the leaderboard for many weeks now, and she has done it every way possible. But for the most part, her teams have just won. She has been part of so many teams that from soup to nuts were excellent week in and week out.
Yeah, I mean, a career 343 hitter in Athletes Unlimited seasons, which is just incredible. And remember, this is a former SEC Player of the Year back in 2018 at Florida, NFCA and SEC Freshman of the Year. I mean, she's won a lot of different awards, so this is just something that she's going to be able to add to her resume that is already an extended resume with her career in softball.
No one is able to score in the 5th inning. That means that this 6th inning is worth 20 points for whichever side can outscore the other. We still have, realistically, 3 different players who are outside of the top 4 who could get to the 4th spot. Georgina Cork is 62 points away. She's on Team Cork. She may have the easiest path. It looks like Team Cork could win the game. That's an easy 50 points right there. But on Team Loren's, they're going to need to get a hit, maybe an extra base hit, and win an inning, maybe win the game. Kelsey Harshman and Aaron Koffel are both still with a pulse. Harshman is 72 points behind 4th place. Koffel is 84 points behind 4th place. All right, Masson is in the circle. She's got a new 3rd baseman behind her. Aaron Koffel is at 3rd. Hannah Flippen is still the shortstop. Aubrey Leach is the batter. This could be for the batting title for Leach. Leach is 2 for 3 today. With the hit, she's going to have a 400 batting average right on the nose. She's 19 for 49 so far this season. Of course, 20 for 50 is a 400 batting average. She has passed over Amanda Lorenz for the best batting average in AU this summer.
Well, and kind of flown under the radar in this game. What did that hit?
I think it's the light pole.
Okay. Kind of flown under the radar in this game because of all the retirements and the fact that the champion is Amanda Lorenz out in left field. So talking a lot about her, but we were talking about Aubrey Leach yesterday as one of the best hitters in the world right now. A couple of hits today, continues to find ways to score runs, get on base, high on base percentage, and what she can do at the plate has been a lot of fun to watch, and going back and forth with Amanda for that batting title.
On the ground, Harshman underhand flip. So that 400 batting average will not happen in 2024 for Leach. Here's Sis Bates. Bates was robbed. Hit a ball right on the screws down the right field line last time up, but a great play by Mackenzie Clark. This time a humpback liner caught by Hannah Flippen. Be sure to check out the brand new AU Pro Athletes Marketplace. This hub is for businesses and fans to engage with AU athletes directly on a variety of individual NIL activities. Go to auprosports.com/marketplace to see how you can support your favorite athletes today. This could be the final at bat in Haley McClenny's career.
Known for that routine and getting into the box when she lifts her hands above the top of her helmet, kind of looks down, has just a moment to herself before she enters the box fully. Just do it right about here. Always has done that.
Lifted into left field. Lorenz makes the play, side retired. Mariah Masson has retired 6 in a row. Haley McClenny saying goodbye to the world of softball.
When I think about my legacy, I want people to hear my name and just be like, she was such an energy giver. She was a spark, and she was a person that I could look to bring the energy, to lift me up, to encourage me. And I hope people just remember me to be that like smile that was in the dugout, that person that could lift them up.
Michelle Palacios, a huge bomb grand slam!
I'm very grateful that I was given this opportunity to play for this league for the past 5 years, and there's no other place I'd want to end my career than here, with my sister, with my teammates. I feel very fulfilled. This is a beautiful chapter, but I know that there's many more to come.
Sachel Palacios behind home plate as we play the bottom of the 6th inning. Collegiate All-American at Arizona State, played pro ball, national pro fast pitch, was on Team Mexico over in Japan for the Olympics in 2021. And she is a perennial stalwart here with Athletes Unlimited, saying goodbye, taking off the shoes for the final time. Wow, good defense played by both Filler and Leach. Filler is able to make the nice play and gets it over. Is that Bates?
Yeah, I think
Bates playing second base?
Yeah, she is. Her and Aubrey Leach switched positions, so they just flip-flopped, and now all of a sudden she gets tested to cover first base. She gets there quickly. Great play by Filler to have Taylor McQuillan's back, who had bounded off after her pitch, to try to field that really quickly.
Here's Hannah Flippin. Flippin is 1 for 2. Make that 1 for 1. She walked and singled.
Talking about Sachel and this being her last game, she said she started playing softball when she was 4 years old. So that's how long that softball has been a part of her life. And I love too that she had mentioned that she was inspired to work hard by her parents and her family. Like, that's important to her. Her family is so close. They're so tight-knit. That's why it's such a good, heartfelt feeling that she gets to play this final weekend with her sister Charlize and getting to play for the first time together a couple of weekends ago. It's her parents taking it all in. Sure, they love the fact that both of their daughters are on the same team. Makes it easy for them.
Perfect day for Flippin continues. 2 walks and a single and a 1-out base runner. This is still a very important part of this game. We've got 20 points on the line should Team Lorenz score just 1 run in this inning. And there are some interested people hoping that that doesn't happen for Team Cork, particularly the captain. If Flippin comes around to score, that means there will only be 10 more inning points to win in the game, which is 50. So only 60 more points available. Right now, Georgina Cork is 62 points behind Tori Vidalis for 4th place. So Cork may have to put herself into the game to pitch, to get some outs, to get some points. I don't know if she knows where she is on the leaderboard.
I want to know if she knows.
Well, it'd be hard to take out McQuillan. McQuillan's pitched 5 1/3. She's got a shutout. She's given up 1 hit.
The leaderboard is on the scoreboard at certain times, so you were talking about maybe, you know, she doesn't have an iPad in the dugout, but she's really intelligent and smart. Maybe she's doing the math and she knows that she's going to pitch the 7th inning. I mean, she's warming up. She's been warm.
Every out that you record as a pitcher is +4. She really just needs 1 out. If she gets 1 out and they win the game, she will get 64 points. She needs 62. Now, she runs the risk of giving up earned runs, and those are -10. But if you're this close to medaling, being one of the top 4, I think you got to put yourself in the game. Coffo, a little cue shot, a lot of spin on that. Sis Bates makes the play.
And it's a tough decision because Taylor McQuillan is not making it easy for her to make that decision. She's throwing a 1-hitter right now. She has thrown an absolute gem and has thrown a shutout, but we'll We'll see what ends up happening in these final moments.
Similar situation for Kelsey Harshman. Kelsey Harshman right now is 72 points behind the 4th place Tori Vidalis. She's running out of innings, but if they win this inning to +20, if she hits a homer here, that's 40. That would be 60 points. She needs 72. Maybe she would hope that she could get an MVP. Or they win the 7th inning too. So Harshman still has an outside chance of medaling. But this has to be productive. This has got to be an extra base hit. On the ground, that'll score a run. Here comes flipping around third. It is an inning win for Team Lorenz, +20 for everyone on Team Lorenz.
It's big.
Okay, so Harshman's still thinking that she's got a chance to finish in the top 4.
Everybody just continuing to throw punches here late in the game. Kelsey Harshman has hit the ball hard in this game. Nothing to show for it in terms of hits, but this will definitely go down as a hit, and it will score her teammate, Hannah Flippen.
First ball swinging, Stuart Hunter pops it up to the second baseman, Sis Bates, side, retired. So 6th inning in the books, finally an inning win. 20 points for everyone on Team Lorenz.
Number 23, Amanda Loren.
Winning Athletes Unlimited would be such an honor. I think that would mean that I was on a lot of really good teams that won a lot of innings and a lot of games.
Amanda Loren's taking firm control of the race atop the leaderboard.
You can be a champion in so many aspects of your life. You just defied some odds and you were persistent and diligent and determined, and I hope to be a champion this year.
Amanda Lorenz is this year's AU Pro Softball champion. She knew that before the game even began. It was all because of the performance of her team. She's been a captain for 4 weeks, and her teams have consistently won innings and games, not just because she's on the team, but because of the decisions she's made, because of the atmosphere that she's built, because of the contagious energy and joy that she has imbued in her team. She has just been a whirlwind, a force of nature all summer long.
Well, is this going to be the summer of the outfielder? Bubba Nichols winning AUX, Amanda Lorenz winning the champ season. Should be the first outfielder to win the champ season. You see a few pitchers mixed in there and a catcher in Deja Mulipola. Somewhere Jessica Mendoza would be really happy if she knew that.
It is a 5-1 ball game for Team Cork. They put 5 runs on the board in the 4th inning. Charlize Palacios will be followed by Megan Wiggins and then Allie Skaggs. Those are the 3 scheduled to hit against Mariah Masson.
I'm sorry, what are you going to remember most about this summer, do you think? I was going to say, what comes to mind that will look back at this season?
I think it's the quality of play. You know, it's in years past we've seen many games with a bunch of homers and 11-9 scores.
Yeah.
And this game, this year, it's been consistent, tight, intense, smart softball games. Speedy. It's really stood out. Each and every day you come in, you get 2 games, and both of them have been well played and fun to watch. Like that. Wow, what a play by Hannah Flippen. How do you do? Hannah Flippen continues to put on a show with that leather. Nothing better.
She makes the transfer look so easy. Look at her get this from her glove hand to her throwing hand and then make a throw that is just on the line, on the mark to first base. Lower too, where Kelsey Stuart Hunter can stretch, which you're not going to really get as much height on a throw like that based off of the position that she's putting her body in. But what a play by Hannah Flippen, who just continues to amaze on defense.
Well, because it's the 7th inning and you might as well, this will be a captain's challenge. But I think the fact that Charlize went into first base with a feet-first slide, and I think the left foot was up in the air. I'm not sure it touched the bag immediately. We'll see.
She's out.
It's super close, but the call on the field was out, and you can't guarantee. Yeah, that's out.
Yeah, she's out.
That's a definitive look.
After further review, the call on the field stands. The runner was out. That is Team Cork's first challenge.
And Amanda, as a fan and a student of the game, what Hannah Flippen did right there, the way she surrounded that ball, got her momentum going to first base. As you mentioned, the quick transfer, the on-the-money throw. There are like 6 really cool small things that she did on that play that makes her world class.
She does that all the time. It's not like, oh, wow, we've never seen Hannah Flippen do that one before. Like, she does that all the time.
Megan Wiggins is the batter. Let's take one last look.
And she was even moving up toward the middle of the field, and that went toward the 5-6 holes. So doing all the things right to put herself in a position to make that play.
Megan Wiggins, you betcha! The veteran, a solo home run! No one cares more than Megan Wiggins. She deserved that one. Second homer of the year for Megan Wiggins.
They both come at just opportune times. So late in the game, her last at bat of the season. Look at how she finishes her swing with a big follow-through, shooting it to the pull side, the right side. Her other home run came earlier this season when she wasn't starting games. She ended up pinch hitting, coming to a game, and hit a home run then as well. Second home run for Megan Wiggins, the 13-year vet.
Allie Skaggs came on for the retiring Sam Fisher early in the game. This is now her 3rd at bat. Skaggs has reached safely twice, once with a single, once on an error by Jessie Warren. Foul territory and out of reach. Okay, so with the run by Megan Wiggins, it changes everything. I'm telling you, Georgina Cork needs to come in and pitch the 7th inning. She will not finish in the 4th spot unless she gets an out pitching. Story for another day. Megan Wiggins is standing by with Savannah.
Wiggins, it was Zirkle who said the plan she had made with you on her Grand Slam, what didn't quite work out. She said, hey, what about sac fly, home run? What about for you? Did the plan go to plan?
Yeah, I mean, I think last at bat off Mariah, she got me a couple times on drop in. I love that pitch. I work hard on that pitch. And I got another chance to hit it, and I just kind of made a small adjustment, and I hit the ball solid, so that's all I wanted.
Nice little cherry on top to the season. Congrats, Megan. Appreciate it.
14 home runs in the career here at AU for Megan Wiggins after close to a decade of playing pro ball, National Pro Fast Pitch. She just does not want to stop playing, and why would you when you can still play at that level? Here's Andrea Filler.
Let's get Megan Wiggins, Tori Vidalis, Nadia Taylor all in a room and add to Danielle Gibson, who didn't play this season, but she played last season. Let's get all 4 of them in a room and just hear them talk about hitting. Oh, I think that would be a lot of fun.
Endless. Filler laid down an important sacrifice bunt in the 5-run 4th inning for Team Cork. Was robbed, hit the ball really well in the 5th inning, but a running catch on the warning track by Amanda Lorenz. Looking to the bottom of the 7th inning, scheduled to bat. Things have changed. It's been a very fluid game today. Final game of the regular season. Taylor Edwards, Jessie Warren, and Mackenzie Clark. Those are the scheduled 3.
10 hits for Team Cork today, compared to just 2 for Team Lorenz. That Hannah Flippen hit was just the second hit. Ended up scoring them a run and winning them 20 points. So it was a big second hit to be able to gobble up some more points.
Three balls and 2 strikes to Filler. Tipped at the plate. At bat stays alive. Wow, as good as Taylor McQuillan has been in the circle, she has thrown 6 innings, only given up 1 run. She hasn't moved anywhere on the leaderboard. She began the day 28th. She's still 28th.
She's thrown really well this summer, too. Like, it's surprising to hear that she's in 28th place out of 60 players, right?
Now she's going to get a big bump if this score holds and the win goes to Team Cork. That's obviously a plus 50, and she's going to probably get one of the MVPs.
Yes.
Throwing as well as she has through the first 6 innings. But a big story we're keeping an eye on is Georgina Cork, the captain, came into this weekend second on the leaderboard. She's slipped, and she's currently outside the top 4, but she controls her own destiny of getting into the top 4. If this score holds, she will finish in 5th place, 2 points behind Tori Vidalis. Now, she can change things. She could put herself into pitch, and all she needs to get is 1 out and not give up an earned run, and she would medal. But we don't know if she knows that. Beautiful pitch by Masson. Second out of this 7th inning. Here is Sasha Palacios, which stepping into the plate, and this will be her final at bat. Hey, base hit for Sasha Palacios. You play the game the right way, and that's how you end your career.
That means that Haley McClenny got a hit in her final game. Sasha Palacios and Sam Fisher not only got a hit in their final game, they got a hit in their last at bat of their final game. Love to see it. Swinging early in the count, not wanting to have that last at bat, get 2 strikes, see something up, and sees it fall, and is loving that for herself. And Sam Fisher is loving that for her, too. Big hug.
Sasha on at first base in front of her, Allie Skaggs, and we'll have a pinch hitter, Morgan Zirkle, scheduled to bat. Zirkle had the most important hit of the game. She had a grand slam in the 4th inning. That should be worth some MVP consideration. MVP 1 or 2, you'd imagine. But she's not going to bat here in the 7th inning. It'll be the local product, Carly Spade, not only from the city of Chicago, but really in the city of Chicago. Went to Lane Tech. Hits this one well, did she? She did! Storybook for the Chicago Kid! One of the greatest college home run hitters gets her first AU homer on her final at bat of her rookie year.
On the first pitch, again. Look at that response. Carly Spade is a lot like Erica Piancastelli. They go up and they swing big. And what's really cool, Eric, is that she pinch hit for Morgan Zirkle, who coached her at Miami, Ohio. They have a relationship. Remember, Morgan Zirkle hit a grand slam, 2 home runs in this game from the 9-hole for Team Cork.
knowing that relationship, I wouldn't be surprised if Morgan Zirkle actually went up to the facilitator and said, let's have Spade hit for me.
I have goosebumps even just thinking about it. Like, I have goosebumps all over my body. I mean, so many special moments in this game. Hugs all around.
Okay, I know it's none of my business, but the way to play this, if I'm Team Corrick, is you bring McQuillan out there, get the first 2 outs, even if there's traffic on the bases, then bring in Corrick. Corrick only needs 1 out, and she will move into 4th place. That would limit the possibility of giving up an earned run and going backwards 10 points. Savannah is standing by with Carly Spade.
Carly, I see the tears, I see the emotion. Where do those come from?
I think that's just all the tension in this entire season just lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, that was just relief, I think.
I heard Georgina Corrick come up to you and say, I knew you needed that moment. I wanted you to have that moment. What does it mean to have that kind of confidence from your captain?
Absolutely. I think she's been instilling confidence in every person on this team. And I've just been waiting for my shot and just waiting for my opportunity, so I'm glad I got it.
Without a doubt. Thank you so much, Carly. We'll be right back with the last of AU Pro Softball. Don't go anywhere.
Such a cool moment for Carly Spade, and that reaction is what it's all about.
Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball is sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods. Our final half inning of the 2024 championship season. It looks like Team Cork is going to get themselves a win. They're up 9-1, but we still have a whole bunch on the line. We've got retirements, we've got emotion, and we've got Georgina Cork in the circle trying to get into the top 4 and medal. Shasio Palacios playing in her final game, still in the game. Haley McClenny playing in her final game, still in the game. I can see a world in which they're lifted mid-inning and get the applause that they deserve. Super important inning for Georgina Corrick. She begins this inning trailing Tori Vidalis by 72 points. First ball swinging, Taylor Edwards pops it down the left field line. It's 62 points. Cork is trailing Tori Vidalis. 62 points. If her team wins this inning, that would be 10 points. When they win the game, that's another 50 points, and she needs to get a couple outs pitching to salt away the number 4 spot. And the captain, Corrick, has come to the umpire and said, I'm taking out my center fielder, Haley McClenny. It all ends here in Rosemont, Illinois for Haley McClenny. The game is better now than it was when she first started playing.
Absolutely. Her mom, Cindy, her dad, John, here, her fiance, Kylie.
Game continues. Taylor Edwards Wraps it foul, 0-2. And another change. Sasho Palacios is going to leave the game for a final time.
What a moment, too, that her sister will go in to catch for her.
What an inning. And we're just 2 pitches into the 7th.
This game. I mean, all these players just leaving their mark on the game, but I think, too, is the mark that the game leaves on you that lasts forever as well. It works both ways. And all the players who are retiring today, and there have been 6 of them now, have left the game better than they found it.
This at-bat has been nothing like Taylor Edwards has ever experienced. She's seen 2 pitches in the last 8 minutes. Every moment counts, Athletes Unlimited, and these moments count more than most for Georgina Cork. She wants to medal. She needs to get a couple of outs and can't give up an earned run. She's going to walk the tightrope as she throws the 7th inning. Can almost guarantee you her team is going to win the 7th inning. They lead 4-0 in the 7th. They're going to win the game. That's going to be a +10 for winning the inning, a +50 for winning the game. That's 60. She needs 62 points to get into a 4th place tie with Tori Vidalis. Pitchers can get points with outs, +4 for every out. So she really just needs to get 1 out. Then I take myself out of the game.
And if that ends up happening, it's going to be that the top 4 who finish are going to be the top 4 that went into the weekend as captains, with Amanda Lorenz and then Lexi Kilfoyle, Ocasio, and Corrick if she does indeed slide up.
Good professional at bat. Wouldn't expect anything different from Taylor Edwards.
The motion that she just did on her swing out of the box to her dugout, where she kind of like tomahawked a pitch and acting like that's, you know, that's what she's going for up there. That was funny, cute little moment.
Popped up. Catch is made by Sis Bates. That's the out that Cork needed. Now, if she takes herself out of the game and they win this inning and they win the game, she's going to finish in 4th. But she's going to stay in the game, and she's going to run the risk of possibly going backwards by giving up an earned run and losing 10 points. But for now, the way that it looks like, she's going to finish in 4th. Jadalyn Alchin's going to get into bat.
Well, and Georgina Cork started at the game, I think, at 10th place, if I'm not mistaken.
She started the day in 7th.
Okay.
I don't recall what she was at the first pitch of this game.
I think it was double digits, so started the day in 7th. So some movement upward
And Tori Vidal started the day in 11th.
Yes.
And jumped all the way up to 4th.
That's right.
So this is kind of fun money for Tori. She didn't expect to be in the top 4 when she woke up this morning. 2 down. So with another out, Cork moves closer and closer to the 4th spot. She's going to get a big bump. Winning the 7th inning, plus 10. Winning the game, plus 50. That's 60 points she's sitting on. Mackenzie Clark is the batter.
She can hit a home run, Mackenzie Clark. Like, things happen fast with her, so it could happen in a hurry.
We know that Amanda Lorenz is going to be our champion this year. We've known that for a while. She has been that good. She salted it away with a win yesterday over Team Ocasio. And what a deserving champion she is. Lexi Kilfoyle is going to finish in 2nd. Alicia Ocasio will finish in 3rd. Only thing remaining in doubt is the 4th and final medalists. Will it be Georgina Korick? We'll have to wait and see. Base hit for Mackenzie Clark. Oh my goodness. Amanda Lorenz is scheduled to bat. Oh, she doesn't know that she is currently tied for the batting title with Aubrey Leach. She's going to take herself out of the game and insert a pinch hitter. So Amanda Lorenz is going to finish in a 2-way tie for the batting championship with Aubrey Leach. Both Lorenz and Leach exactly 19 hits and 51 at-bats. A batting average of .373.
How does that work out? Exact number of at-bats, the same.
Hannah Borden's going to get a chance to hit. So co-batting champions here in 2024, and both exceedingly deserving. The way that Lorenz and Leach have both dominated in the batter's box all season long. I think Amanda's be okay with being the overall champion and the co-batting champion.
I think so, too.
And the co-home run champion, too.
I think so, too.
Here's Aubrey Leach. Tip of the cap to her, hitting .373.
That foul ball had some distance behind it. That probably off the bat for a second made Georgina Korick's heart stop real quick.
It's a 9-1 game, and there's still a ton of drama. I think Tori Vidal is sweating it out in that left field stands. Georgina Korick is sweating it in the circle. 2-2. 3-2. Oh, man, this is a big pitch. If she walks board and puts runners on at 1st and at 2nd, Victoria Hayward, who's hitting everything in sight, will come to the plate. Slugged. Foul.
It's a great swing. Safa Korick in this AB. Good looks.
Swing and a miss, that'll do it. It's a win for Team Cork, and Georgina becomes our 4th and final medalist. What a memorable final championship Sunday here in our 2024 campaign.
You just never want it to end if you're one of those players retiring. And I mean, honestly, Amanda Lorenz probably doesn't want it to end with the way that she played this summer. Pretty much in command on the leaderboard in this entire month of August, and she is the champion. And so many amazing moments in this game that all these players will remember forever.
Amanda Lorenz is our 2024 champion. She's the co-home run leader. She's the co-batting champion. She was dominant from the jump, and she is standing by with Savannah.
Amanda, in the story of your softball career, what does it mean to be the 2024 AU Pro Softball Champion?
Oh, it's an honor. It's just a tribute to all of the amazing athletes that I got to play with this whole season, because without them helping me win ball games, I wouldn't be here. So I'm just really thankful to play alongside some really, really talented people.
To climb this leaderboard is one thing, to stay at the top is another. What does it feel like to know that you'll end it golden, #1?
Yeah, I'm just really thankful. It's really cool. It's really cool. I don't really have words right now. I'm honestly a little bit hurt that I couldn't help my team win today. So just thinking of that a little bit, but just thankful, really excited, thankful for this league and to keep playing this game.
19 hits in 51 at-bats. What did it take for you to be tremendous as a hitter this season?
Just trying to be consistent and competitive every pitch. I never want to get out, and I always want to help my team win. So just being competitive and on to the next always.
You did this in front of your family, in front of your husband, Griffin. What does it mean to share this moment not only with your teammates, but to the people who have supported you throughout your whole career?
Yeah, without my family and my husband, I wouldn't be here. So I'm just really thankful for my parents and all the sacrifices they've made. They always made me feel like all the dreams were attainable. As crazy as they've been, they always didn't make it feel crazy, and they've supported me with everything. So I wouldn't be here without them. I love you, Dad. Love you, Mom. Love you, Court. Thanks for everything. And then Griffin's watching at home. Love you. Wish you could be here. See you home.
Amanda, congratulations. Go celebrate. Enjoy this moment. Eric, back to you.
Worthy champion, no doubt, Amanda Lorenz. Amanda Scarborough, your thoughts?
Just each season and each champion has done it in such a special way, writing their own story, having their own moments, and giving credit in different ways to their family and their teammates. And always remember Amanda Lorenz as being the first outfielder to win in this championship season and writing her name in that champion record book.
So the leaderboard, which is oh so important in every Athletes Unlimited sport, this includes the final inning and win for Team Corrick. We still have to add in MVP points, but we know who our top 4 finishers and the 4 medalists will be. Amanda Lorenz is our champion. The rookie Lexi Kilfoyle comes in second. Alicia Ocasio finishes in third. And how about Georgina Cork? She played this last game beautifully, and she finishes in fourth, just nudging out Tori Vidalis for the 4th and final medal.
We should have expected that from Georgina Cork, that she had it all planned out just perfectly with how smart she is. She had it down to the wire, planned exactly as it should be.
Well, we had 5 weeks of activity. We had 30 games. We finished with 4 medalists and just 1 champion. And what a champion it is. Amanda Lorenz. A special look back now at our 2024 champion and what she has meant to this league.
This is the best of the best.
I'm feeling really competitive. We're going to win this game.
AU's so fun. I love it here. I want to be here forever.
So let's go. Let's do it.
Open your mind, what are you chasing? You know that it's looking divine. Embracing your known, believe in the magic, go off and explore your own.
Lorenz hits this one deep into the night. It is gone! It's a homer! A grand slam!
You gotta believe in the magic. It's brewing inside or within. The power you have, you just hold it. Just let it flow out you again.
This event epitomizes the path softball is taking right now and becoming a global game and showing these young athletes that there is a path forward as a professional.
Watch you fly, touch the sky, rise up so high. Yeah. You must be supernatural. Fly, touch the sky, rise up so high. You must be supernatural. You must be supernatural.
She is spectacular!
Watch that magic. I know you magic. I know you magic. You're supernatural.